Hi everyone, John here with All Miniatures Great Small, and today we've got Jake and his Tau versus Mark and his Raven Wing at 750 points. So this is the first kind of bump in our slow grow campaign, our slow grow league. Jake, I know you already introduced your army, but what did you add at 750?
So the difference is a commander with 4 fusion blasters. I've read that he's quite effective, so I decided to add him in at the 250. Also, we're adding in technical drones. These are Forge World units. So I also, with them, I made up a Vanguard detachment.
So what was your thought in adding those units? What are they?
The technical drones I always kind of wanted to try out. I'm a little wary because they're like 2 to 3 times more as expensive as a normal one, and they die just as easy. But they actually heal battle suits, which is really cool. I just like that dynamic. And I already wanted to add in my commander pretty soon anyway, so
now kill us first?
Yeah, pretty much.
All right, and then Mark, you have 750 points. What did you add?
So I added, let's see, well, you don't get much added with Raven Wing. It's a couple of bikes here and there. So no, I wanted to get at least another squad in the list. So I added a plasma gun squad. So it's 3 bikes with 2 plasma guns. Yeah, unfortunately no combi plasma on the sergeant just yet till I get the points. I did add another Black Knight. I don't think you can never have enough Black Knights, that's for sure. But apparently everybody just targets them first right off the bat anyway, so I just ended up wiping them off the table. And the last unit I added was the attack bike with the multi-melter. I don't rate it that high. The movement and +1 to hit with a heavy weapon has really knocked it down a little bit. But I always like the model, and it gives me some kind of a little bit of a heavy hitter at 74 points. It's pretty reasonably priced, and I don't have to get super close like I do with the regular melty guns, because within 12, I'm automatically in charge range, so if I don't kill what I'm shooting at, I'm in trouble. So at least this one can kind of sit back a little. It's not as good. I don't get the 2 D6 and get to choose, but I can still hopefully preserve it a little bit longer by having that 24-inch range. So that's it. It's still very small. Really small.
So what's your prediction for this battle?
Against, well, Tau should die anyway, no matter what, because this is the Imperium, so it doesn't really matter. No, it'll be interesting, because I think he's got more firepower than I do. So I think it's going to come down to if I can outmaneuver him, and I'm not sure. We'll see. I don't know Tau that well, so.
Yeah, and his stuff all flies. It's
okay.
So what's your prediction for the match?
As long as I don't get assaulted, it should be okay.
All right, so we're going to go ahead and roll up the mission. We're playing on a 4x4 battlefield. We'll be back with the mission and deployment.
Okay, so here I have my 750 point list for my Tau. On the left, we have my Cold Star Commander and a unit of 5 Breachers in a Devilfish, which was pretty standard from my last 500 point game. That is my patrol detachment, and then on the right we have my Vanguard detachment. Leading is a quad fusion commander, 2 units of technical drones on the right and left side of him, and then in the back the ghost keel from the previous game as well. So that is 2 detachments, so I'm going to get 4 command points, and I believe it is 750 right on the nose, or pretty close.
Okay, now this is my add-on 250 points to get me up to 750, and I'm not going to tell a lie here, it's actually 751. There's really not much I could do to change that, so what a cheater. So basically what I added here, so it's actually the same as before. I have not changed anything from the 500 point list. What I have added is a 4th Black Knight on the squad to your right. I added a squad at the back there, a Raven Wing squad of 3 with 2 plasma guns. And then I also added an attack bike with a multi-melter on the back to the left there. Again, no extra points to upgrade any of the sergeants at this point in time. I think I'm going to look at that on my next 250 point jump. But this is 751 points of Raven Wing.
Okay, so here's our 4x4 battlefield. The battle mat you're looking at, this is Frontline Gaming, right, Jake?
Yeah.
Their Mars mat, very cool. And then the terrain itself is from GameMat.eu, their industrial terrain, so that's what we're playing on today. All right, the mission we rolled up is the Scouring.
Heretics.
And
That's all it is. They're just heretics.
Heretics.
I see fallen somewhere.
They're fallen somewhere. Maybe these. So the Scouring has 6 objectives. So you see those on the board. One of the objectives is the superior objective worth 4 points. An inferior objective, which is right there for 1 point. And then the other objectives here, 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 and there are worth 2 points each at the end of the game. Slay the Warlord, Linebreaker, and First Blood are also in play. Everyone has deployed. Mark and his Dark Angels do not have anyone in Deep Strike or anything similar. Jake has his Tau huddled up in a corner, like the Xenos cowards they are.
Like the heroes they are.
And he's got his 2 battle suits in Deep Strike, and the Breachers are inside the Devilfish. So we're going to go ahead and Jake, do you want to try to seize the initiative as it is right now? Mark and the Dark Angels have the first turn.
All right, here we go. Oh!
That's a seize. All
That
right.
would be a seize. That's
So
the
it's a-
second time in a row I've been seized.
So that's turn 1 for the Tau.
All right, so a quick movement recap for the Tau. The Ghost Keel moved up. He is within 24-inch range, so the fusions aren't, but his main gun, the Cyclic Ion Raker, is in range. Devilfish also moved up to get everything up into range. The commanders both deep struck, or mantis struck.
Manta struck.
Down and are in range of this biker squad over here.
Hey, what's the history of your dice there?
Oh, these are Tabletop Tactics dice. I really like the YouTube channel, so I got dice, so I'll be playing with them.
So a shout out to Tabletop Tactics.
Yes, they have great battle reports.
The dice that roll way too many 6s. Way too many 6s.
All right, so on to Tau shooting.
All right, so my Cold Star commander, the Warlord, he's opening up into this unit first. Unit of 3 bikers, so his high yield burst cannon first, needing 2s. Missing 1. And then I'm strength 5, you're toughness 5.
Yep.
So 4s. And only 2, and that is a -1 to your save.
-1. Okay, that will be 4+ saves. Okay, 1 wound down. We'll put that on the sergeant.
And next up we have the high yield missile pod, 2 shots, 2 hits, strength 7, wounding on 3s, 2 wounds, and that is a -1.
-1. How many damage?
Oh, now it's -2, sorry.
-2. And how much damage?
D3 damage.
D3. Okay. So -2 save. So 5 ups. That's a miss, and
And a
can't see
miss.
that.
That's a
Miss
4.
also.
Okay, so 1 is definitely going to die.
And then D3 on the
D3
next
another
one.
And that'll kill him.
Oh. 2 bikes drop.
All right, and the fusion commander's putting all shots into that bike. So 4 fusions, needing 2s. Hit with 2. I guess it's good it was just him. All right, and then 3s to wound, strength 8, just 1 wound. -4 though to your
Can't
save.
save, so
Oh,
D6.
D6.
We'll roll a 1.
A 1?
No.
No.
Destroyed.
4 wounds.
And first blood.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's first blood to the Tau.
Okay, the Ghost Keel is shooting its Cyclic Ion Raker, 6 shots into the closest bike squad.
What's the range on it?
The range is 24 inches. Hitting on 4s. 3, oh, I rolled too many dice. I'll just subtract 1 extra hit. And then needing 3s to wound you. 1 wound.
Minus.
-1.
Okay, 4 up. Or they're just getting away from me.
It's a 1.
Another wound, and another wound down.
Alright, so recap for my shooting. Just killed the unit of bikers in the corner and put a single wound on the lead bike unit.
All right, brutal shooting on to Dark Angels. Turn 1.
Okay, so After losing some melter gun units, I guess I needed to at least try to stay on one flank. I can't take on the whole enemy at a time. That's just be silly. So I'm going to come over to this side first. Try to take care of some of these crisis suits. Granted, I'm going towards the lowest point objective, but I think I try to need to knock out some of this firepower first of all. So land speeder did not move. He's in range and can see line of sight to the commander, which is the closest target. So he stayed still.
All right, on to shooting, Durkin.
Okay, land speeder first of all, shooting assault cannon heavy bolter at the commander, who's the closest one. He is visible to him, so I need 3s for not moving. And obviously, everybody hits.
Everything hits.
Yes, the white is the heavy bolter, obviously, because there's more shots from the other. Toughness.
5.
5. So I need 4s on the white and 3s on the green. So not bad. It's all going to be at a -1, and that's 2, 4, 6 wounds.
At -1?
At -1.
Nice.
Alright, 4 up save.
Oh.
So that looks like 4 down already. Are those any additional damage?
No.
Okay.
No. How
So
many
it was
wounds?
4 down. 2 hit points left.
Okay.
Nice.
Alright, so before we continue, he has the warlord trait that I always forget. So on a 6-up, I ignore wounds. So we got 4 here. And 1. So he's at 3 wounds.
All right, next up is going to be the front plasma gun squad, again going at that lead commander. We are in rapid fire range, so... Okay, up is the attack bike. Next of all, he is going to shoot at the closest commander. Green is the multi-melter, and white are the bolters. He'll need a 4 on the green and 3s on the white. He hits with at least the one that counts, so that's good.
Nice.
All right, and I need 3 on the green and 5s, I believe, on the white. Yep. And the multi-melter goes through. Everything else does not wound. So you have an invuln, correct?
Yep, 4 up. Nope, I'll re-roll it.
So your first command point is
Yep.
spent.
Okay. Okay. Needing 3s. Oh, a lot of misses on the plasma.
Not better.
Yeah, that's not good.
Only 1 plasma hit.
Bolters. We will kill you with bolters. That's actually a terrible
Probably.
roll, isn't it? All right, I need
Well, your
a
other rolls were like 90% accuracy.
3 on the white and 5s on the green.
There you go.
Oh.
Bolters.
Okay, 2 bolters. I am going to spend a command point to re-roll the plasma shot. And he does
Hey.
wound. So he got 2 regular saves, 1 at a -3.
Alright, so the plasma, 4 up invuln. Got it. And then the 2 regular ones, 3 up save. 2 wounds, of course.
Oh, it's good you
wanna
made that feel no
do
pain.
6 up?
Yeah,
Feel no pain.
feel no pain.
No.
No,
Re-roll that one.
no, we
No?
do.
Okay.
Majority
Yeah,
face up.
okay. All right, last up, Black Knight. He's got 1 wound left. Let's see if we can take care of business here. And let's go all shooting at that lead target. 3s to hit.
And these are
Not
bolters?
bad. No, these are all plasma.
Oh, these are all plasma.
regular
Ooh.
plasma.
Holy
Yep.
cow.
And
That's good. The bolters,
3s
apparently.
3s to wound. That's
They
a lot
got
of
this.
wounds.
All
That's
wound.
6 wounds.
I got this. 4 up save here.
Okay, so you're using your invuln
Yep.
for 4 up save.
Damn.
So
got 2
he's
Well, you get
down.
2 feel no
6.
pains.
Oh yeah, that's right.
2 feel no pains.
Nope.
No, he's,
I
does
made
he
one.
explode before you remove him?
I don't think he explodes.
Oh, you don't think he explodes?
He should. He's Tau. He's dirty.
Yeah, yeah.
They're all mold explosives.
Dirty Tau. So we're just recapping the shooting. Mark's whole force managed to drop Jake's commander.
Hey, that's all right.
So yeah,
One at
that
a
was
time.
good. Well, and you only had 1 point overkill, so it wasn't
Yeah.
that much of a waste of firepower.
No.
So there you go, and that was a warlord
Actually, I was
kill too.
impressed with the land speed opening up, getting 3 wounds off the get-go. That was
Yeah,
actually
that's-
very effective.
That was
Yeah.
very helpful.
Yeah.
All right, so it's 1-1 on to Tau, turn 2.
Alright, so my Tau moved up, the commander pulled back, and the devilfish swooped around to protect the commander. Ghost Keel jumped up on top of the building for maximum firepower effect. That's pretty much it.
I think he's just showing off. Those poor Dark Angels.
Pour back.
Alright, so the devilfish is going to start. It's shooting all of its shots into this unit of 3 bikers. So 12 strength 5 shots, needing 4s. Looks pretty average. 3, 6. Wounding on 4s.
Oh, 5 wounds.
1 miss. So 5 wounds, no minus to
No
the
minus. Okay, so 3 up saves. 1 will kill. That's Sergeant.
Oh, yeah, he was already wounded.
Yeah, I'll take that though. That's a decent
The other
save.
guys are holding plasma.
Oh, that's true.
Alright, so next up, the commander is going to go. He is going to put 2 of his fusions into these guys and 2 into that bike.
Okay.
So 2 into these 2 up front, needing 2s, 2 hits, wounding on 3s. I will command point this one.
That's your second command
Nope.
point.
And then this guy back here hitting on 2s as well.
So that's the attack bike you're targeting?
Yeah.
Yep.
And wounding on 3s. 2
Oh.
there. Alright, so it's -4, so no save. So
Okay.
on this one, d6, got him. And on the bike back there,
2d6.
and 6 wounds.
Oh.
So the Ghost Keel is going to put everything into the Black Knights over here. So we will start with the fusions first, needing 4s, 2 hits, wounding on 3s, 2 wounds.
Okay, they do have invulnerable on this one.
Okay.
So, jinking. 5. I actually get a jink.
It's actually...
Oh,
1.
1 goes through.
Alright, 1 goes through, d6 damage, 2.
Kills 1.
Alright, and then the Cyclic Ion Raker, hitting on 4s, 2 hits, wounding on 3s, and this is a -1 to your save.
4 up save. Need at least 1 of these. How about 1?
That's 1 damage, Jake?
Yeah, just 1 damage.
Okay.
Alright, recap of my shooting. I took out 3 bikers total.
You
So 1 Black Knight and 2 regular.
And
you
the
took-
attack
the
bike.
attack bike as well.
Oh, and the
Big
attack
one.
bike, that's
yeah.
right.
Takes out my melter.
Almost half your bikes.
And morale-wise, I lost 2 bikers from this squad, but I do have the chaplain as a rule that I can use his leadership within 6, and his is 9, so I can't fail.
Okay.
All right, on to Dark Angels. Ravenwing, turn 2.
Okay, movement. Again, Land Speeder stood still to shoot at the Ghost Keel. It's going to be a -2 whether I sit still or if I move to get within 12 either way because they're all heavy weapons. So I'm just going to sit still for right now, use some range on him. Everything else swung around this side, try to stay within 12 inches so I can rapid fire the plasma, get everybody within maximum bolter range. And yeah, I'm running low in units, so I'm going to see if I can get as many wounds on that as possible, which means, hello daddy, let's overcharge. Okay, go with the Land Speeder first. So he actually did a great round last time. Let's see if he can roll a bunch of 5s and 6s to hit the Ghost Keel. See a couple. Okay, they're not too bad. We got 1 assault cannon and 2 heavy bolters. Toughness
6.
6. So I need a 4 on the green, 5 on the white, and 1 wound at -1.
Okay. 4 up save. Good.
Okay. And let's go with the Plasma Gunner Solo. He is going to fire his bolters and overcharge his plasma.
Oh, okay.
There we go.
Survivor.
Everybody else is just kind of back out of the way.
Careful.
All right, overcharging plasma. Hey!
Oh, no.
He's going to die, but he has a hit. Hey, better than you killing him. And then his,
He needs a 4 to hit me.
oh.
So he,
Oh, that's right. So it's going to be a -1, which means any 2s I roll would be bad, wouldn't it? 2.
Yes.
So I will
Yeah.
not be overcharging anything else. But
So
he's done. So, and nothing there. So no hits from him, and he kills himself.
And that's because the Ghost Keel has the stealth drones, which make it 1 harder to hit.
All right.
well, 2s don't.
Yeah, because the modifier will apply afterwards, and will push me back down to 1. I forgot about that. So
Oh, that's
yeah, I
weird.
don't want to do that. So.
Oh, so shooting at a stealthy unit with
Yeah.
overcharging is terrifying. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so let's just go 2, 4, 6 regular shots. Not overcharging based on this, so I need, and I advance on this one to keep my invulnerable, so it's actually going to go up to 5s to hit, so this is not looking good right here, yeah. 2 hits. Strength 7, needing 3s. 2 wounds, -3.
-3, so 6 up save.
You have no
I got one.
You have no invulnerable on this
No
dude?
invulnerable.
Oh.
I didn't buy it.
Okay, and the chaplain firing, normally 3s, he's going to be hitting on 4s with his bolts. 3 hits, whoops. And he needs 5s. And 1 wound, regular save.
3 up. Good.
Okay. We're bringing this fella back because I'm going to command point that overcharge. I forgot that I have command points and not many units left, so why wouldn't I do that?
So rerolling that 1.
So 1 or 2 kills him, 4 up actually hits. It's a miss.
Oh.
But he's alive.
He's alive, though.
He lives.
So, that was pretty miserable. Yeah, and the negative to hit the ghost keel really puts me off of overcharging, which obviously is not a good position. So basically, I caused 1 wound.
One
right?
wound this turn, yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty rough.
All right, let's see what the Tau can do on turn 3.
All right, my movement recap. The commander and the devilfish both jumped over the terrain. 2 technical drones followed as kind of a meat shield for our commander. Our drones stayed behind, and we're going to try to heal the ghost keel right now. So each one gets a 4-up roll to see if they work. So on a 4-up, so we got it with 1, and he regains D3 wounds, which he only has 1.
Ha!
So he's back up to full. All right, so our commander is going to put all of his fusions into the Black Knights. So 4 shots, needing 2s. And we're going to command point this one. Duh. That's twice that hasn't worked. All right, wounding on 3s. 3 wounds.
3 5-up invulns for the Jink. No.
Oh, no.
No.
0.
All right, so
First one's gonna kill
Yeah,
one.
the first one kills one.
Okay.
Second one kills him, and third one kills him. Wow, that was a lot of wounds. All right, the devilfish is going to try to finish off the lone biker. 12 shots, needing 4s. Pretty good. Wounding on 4s.
9 hits.
And 5 wounds.
Any negatives?
No
Nope,
negatives.
straight up.
Just
All right, come on, biker. Let's be a stud here. Stud.
Oh! Crushed it. Okay, the cyclic ion raker from the ghost keel is going in. All weapons from the ghost keel are going into this lone biker because we pretty much have to. So the raker up first, needing 4s. 2 hits, wounding on 3s. 1 wound, -1.
All right. That's a wound. Is any multiples to that? Or is it
No, just 1 damage.
Just 1 wound.
And then the 2 fusions next, because I should have done these first. 1 hit, wounding on a 3. Wounds, and he's dead. All right, and that ends my turn. I forgot how many units I killed, or how many bikers I killed. But we got rid of the Black Knights and the
Because
single
Jake
biker.
can't count that high.
I forget which ones are which and part of which units.
Well, they're all black. I mean, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, those black knights will give you the other black.
and
Black
white.
ones,
yeah. Movement. Again, Landspeeder stood still, and my chaplain is going old Jamie Lannister to charge in like a fool right here. So let's see what happens. Those guys up front, technical drones, correct? So they don't have. I can target those first. Yeah.
Yeah, you can target them.
Okay.
You have to target them, I guess, because I'm
Yep.
an independent character.
All right. Let's start out with the shooting from the chaplain, going after the technical drones. Okay. Needing 3s.
These are bolters, right?
They're bolters, yeah. He doesn't have any special weapons yet. Need the points.
Toughness 4.
Toughness 4, needing 4s. 2 wounds.
4 up save.
Come on, Phil.
Cast.
Makes both of them.
All right, land speeder, putting everything into those technical drones. They have no minus for range or anything like that, right? Okay, good. So 3s. Okay. And either way, they're going to be 3s because strength 6 and strength 5 at -1. So 3s to wound. And that is 5 wounds.
So -1.
On your
All
-1 on your 10
All -1. All right.
Yep.
So 5 up saves. So they're dead.
Okay, just clears the way. All right, and now Chaplain is going to assault the commander right there. So you have some Overwatch.
Yes, I do.
Oh, lots of Overwatch.
So, my entire army will Overwatch. So we'll start up with the Devilfish. Everyone's going to help out the commander here. So we have 4.
So every unit can do that, so it's not just
Well, yeah,
infantry.
Tau for the greater good, as long as I'm within 6 inches of whoever's being assaulted.
Okay.
But the downside is they lose out on their Overwatch.
With
but,
nobody else
right,
charging.
with nobody else
Yeah,
charging, it doesn't matter.
There is no downside.
Oh, I
to
should
this
have charged the
All right, so Devilfish 6s. 1 wounding on a 4. 1 wound. Normal.
It's good.
You're good. All right, the Fusion Commander. 1/6 here. Hey, there's one. All right, needing a 3 to wound. Wounds.
All right. 4+ invuln for the his Rosarius.
Oh no.
Command point.
There it is. There
That
it
was
is.
close there. All right. The Ghost Keel's fusions hit on a 5. Oh, 2 fusion hits.
This thing did that to me in the other game.
He shoots better defending himself than he ever
I
does.
He's
hate
not
that
even
guy.
defending himself.
All right, wounding on 3s. 2 wounds.
All right, 2 4-ups, Mark,
All right, come on now.
with no rerolls. So
For the Emperor here, come on.
for the Emperor. Yeah, there you go.
Man, look at him go. All right, the Cyclic Ion Raker.
This is where I lose him.
6 shots, needing 5s. 2 hits, wounding on 3s. And this is a -1, so just 1.
4 up.
One
Oh, he's
down.
the wussy.
That's the.
That's the one, huh? I think he's got 5 wounds, but I'll check. Okay, so my chaplain cannot fail the charge, so he's just gonna come in. He did weather all that lovely Overwatch.
3 fusions right
Thank
off
you.
the chest.
Thank you, command point. He does have an extra attack, because I did use that for my Warlord trait, so at least I get that bonus. Unfortunately, he only got 3 attacks, so he now has 4. And he will be hitting on 2s. All hit. Strength is normally 4, goes up to 5 for his Crozius.
So
Toughness.
wounding on 4s.
Wounding on 4s.
Toughness 5.
There's only 1, it does 2 damage. You know, at this point, he's in a backup. I'm going to use another command point because I don't think I'm going to. Well, you know what? I'm going to use that. Wait. I'll say that. 1.
So 1.
At a minus. I want to say it's a -1. It could be a -2. I think it's a -1.
I'm gonna make a save, see if it matters. So I
It
rolled a
is.
Not gonna
6.
get
All right, my commander has 4 attacks, hitting on 3s. That is 3 hits. His strength is 5.
That's 5.
So 4s to wound.
Notes.
Okay.
All right, so that's it for Ravenwing. Tau, turn 4.
That's it for Ravenly. Yeah.
All right, that is my movement phase. We just circled around, kind of protected the objective just in case. That's like my fail-safe. The breachers hopped out. Hopefully they'll do some work. But first up, we're going to do our fusion commander straight into this. Mark's Warlord, the chaplain. That's right. Hitting on 2s. We're going to command point this one, and it's going to work.
So that's your last command point.
Yep, that was my last one. So 4 hits, wounding on 3s. That is 2 wounds.
Okay. 4 up saves. Invulns. Well, there's 1. we
Command
know,
point.
yeah, we know we're bringing out the last command point for this one. Let's get this as a 4 up save. It is a 4 up
Oh,
save.
my
So
goodness.
he's still good.
A well-spent command point.
Yeah, twice I've done that. Yeah, that's good.
All right, the breachers are going to go up next. 10 shots hitting on 4s. Pretty good for the breachers, only 3 miss.
Strength of this range is pretty good, huh?
Yeah, strength is 6, because I'm within 5 inches of you. So 3
Looking
to
for 3
wound.
wounds.
Also solid.
5.
5 wounds, that is a -2. So go straight to your invuln.
Yep. 4 up saves. That's not looking
Oh.
good. That'll take
4
care
fails.
of them. Yep.
All right. The chaplain is down. That's Warlord kill.
All right, so the Ghost Keel is putting everything into this guy. So we are going to overcharge. But first, the fusions hitting on 4s. 1 hit, wounding you on a 3. That is a wound. Minus 4 to your save.
Yep.
So
Go ahead.
d6 damage.
Don't you
4.
get 2 for in half range, or is that not something for tap?
Oh yeah, I get to roll 2. That's right. Because it's
That'll
alright,
do it.
6 damage. Got it.
Land speeder is
So
dead.
I'm within 9 inches. That's why.
Yeah.
Woo.
Well, that's it.
All right, we'll come back with a post-game show.
All right, guys, there you have it. That's 750 Ravenwing versus Tau. Jake, you're kind of on a tear here with the
I
Tau.
know, it's kind of weird.
We're just putting him into a false sense of security. There isn't Sally on.
Yeah, as soon as we get over 1,000 points, I'm going to be slaughtered yet again. So.
Yeah, he said that already. But so your MVP for this battle.
Probably the Fusion Commander. I wasn't really keeping track, but I know he killed 3 Black Knights in 1 turn, which is pretty solid. I mean, he's got 4 Fusion, so.
Disgusting.
Yeah. That Chaplain in the end, though, that was awesome. He bounced all those coming in. That was pretty cool.
What do you think of the battle?
I thought I was, again, too aggressive with my Cold Star. He dies first a lot in my games because I'm too aggressive with him all the time. His guns are 18-inch range, so I get within 18-inch range, and then everyone just annihilates him. So I thought as soon as he killed me again, that was about even points. So I was like, it really could go anywhere. And I think where you went wrong, Mark, was actually putting it into the Ghost Kill, because you couldn't get 10 wounds no matter what. He's hard to hit, and I have technical drones healing him in the back.
Yeah, I mean, but it's like at the time,
Like, there's not much to shoot at, right?
Right,
'Cause
'cause it's like
it's
you're-
either him or the Devilfish.
the devilfish, right, which is like, so
Yeah.
I sink the devilfish and then guys dudes get out. So
Yeah.
at the time it was, yeah, I don't know. I don't think, I don't have the once I lose all the melters, I don't have the firepower to take out big wound creatures. So
Yeah, that turn I took out
Yeah.
the Meltas and like 3 plasma, I think it was.
Yeah.
And that really.
yeah,
helps
so
me a
that's
lot.
and that's a downside to the Ravenwing bikes. Something when you added like a Dark Talon or especially like the Nephilim Jet Fighter, and now I've got stuff that can actually put out some decent amount of wounds. The Typhoon Landspeeder does the same thing, but boy, it's pricey.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot of points for a single Landspeeder.
That land speeder's 140.
The Typhoon is 145, but that's with a heavy bolt, and then with a multi-melt, that's a heavy bolter and 2 Typhoon missile launchers. And granted, it gives me some range firepower, but
Yeah.
right now I'm going to hold out on that. Yeah.
I think that's the weakest part about my list, actually, is all of my Tau units that I'm kind of going with like a close-up theme, which I didn't even realize it too. I looked at the stats of all my weapons, and really max I'm shooting out 24 inches, and that's on probably like 20% of my weapons. So I really have to get close.
Yeah, the problem I think with Ravenwing 2 is like you have one character that allows you to reroll, which is Samael, and I don't want to jump to a special character right in the beginning. It's just I want to wait till way down so I got more points before I bump into the list. But then there's that fear of overcharging when there is no rerolls, so that's a problem right there with the Ravenwing. So, but I'm gonna stick it out. They're fun to play. I love lists that have maneuverability in them, so I'm gonna just try to get better at positioning my units. I think the C's actually did hurt. Because at least at that point I could have dictated my movement, advanced everybody, so at least I would have got invuln saves.
Yeah.
Because
Because that C's essentially gave me a unit of bikers.
Yeah, it took out the melters, which and that's okay. The melter guns, it hasn't really performed that well for me, that unit, but I need something that puts out high wounds. So right now that's multi-melter and melter guns. At this point in time, anyway, until we move up in higher end points.
Yeah, I see that when you have like one unit that's a specialty unit, like Melta, and he's got a lot of vehicles, they die first before.
Yes, they do.
They're instantly the target.
Yeah, Meltas are the scariest for me. Like Plasma is still kind of scary, but it's not bad. Like Melta, hands down, I'll go for first.
Yeah. For sure.
Oh, Mark, who's your MVP?
Well, MVP, MTP, most targeted player. Yeah, this would be. No, the Chaplain. I actually was, having the invuln save and using command points to reroll. That kept him alive much longer than necessary than I figured he would. But what killed him in the end? What was There was a bunch of shots. So I don't know.
It was the Breachers that actually did it. You just
Breachers, that's
it was
right.
your 4-up invuln again, and you rolled. You came back. In that.
Yeah, so they just it's a volume of fire is going to bring it down. You got 50-50 shot doing it. So, I was hoping he kind of whiffed though on the assault. I mean, granted he's going against a commander, but at least should have got at least a couple of wounds in on that.
Yeah, definitely. And I was going to, if you hurt me severely, I can actually do savior protocols, and I had my stealth units, or my stealth drones, which I could have jumped in there.
Yeah.
But even he's got 4 attacks with your warlord trait.
And that's only in the warlord
On the charge,
trait,
right?
too.
So the
Just
most you
charge.
can do is 8 damage if all 4 hit.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yep.
That would have been
Yeah.
rough.
Yeah, no, he needs to get into the combat with the Black Knights to those two units together. Then I can start to kind of dish out a little bit higher output in the assault. But my next jump to, do you want to talk about that now?
1,000 points, sure.
1,000 points.
Yeah.
I have a Dark Talon, it's ready to go. That really increases the firepower of this list. It just, 24 Hurricane Bolter shots, the Rift Cannon,
Cool.
the Stasis Bomb, those things all really add up. So I'm definitely going to be adding that. And then it still gives me enough points to add an extra biker into one of my squads, which I think I had a biker to the Plasma Squad, and then I can add Combi Plasma, Stormbolt, so basically in power weapons, so I can actually add some combat power to the army.
Yeah, some more teeth.
A lot more teeth. Yeah, the combi weapons. I love combi weapons, and
Yeah, they're so good now.
Yeah, even with Stormbolt on a bike, you're going now from 4 shots to 8 shots at 12 inches. It's fantastic. Yeah.
It's pretty cool stuff.
What are you adding at your 1,000 points?
For my next bump, I'm actually adding, so it's the idea of it is to keep everything I have here alive better. So I'm adding, I think it's 17 drones. So it's like 14 gun drones and then 3 or 4 marker lights. Marker lights, how they are right now, they're not really worth it in volume. Like, I'm just really going for that reroll 1s because getting 5 hits with marker lights that hit on 4s is pretty impossible. So I get those drones, and then I get a unit of stealth suits in to kind of go with the ghost keel, kind of have a cool thematic thing going, but they also can throw out a homing beacon, which is neat. And essentially what it does in the end is it'll get my commander within 9 inches, so I can drop him next to a really big unit, and I'm in melter range with 4 fusions. So it's kind of a one-trick pony, but it's kind of cool to try it out, but we'll see.
Cool. Well, there you go, guys. That was the Dark Angel Ravenwing versus the Tau at 750. Kind of a brutal fight for the forces of the Imperium. The Tau are just romping through our slow grow campaign. So there you go, guys. If you enjoyed this, go ahead and like the video. Give us a subscribe. Check us out on Facebook as well. All Miniatures Great and Small. Thanks for watching, and keep on wargaming.